Muy buenas a todos, estamos en un nuevo vídeo de Dragon Age 2. Aquí Arpiman desde Gungnir Games. Y bueno, vamos a conocer a... Bueno, a volver a ver a Anders. Que como veis también le he puesto un rework de apariencia y tal. ¡Oh, Dios mío! Ah, que son niños, parece una vieja. Madre mía, parece una vieja. Ay. Toma. ¿Por qué lo amenazas? No quiero hacerte daño.
I'm just here to talk.
Of what?
The deep roads.
Did the warden send you to bring me back? I'm not going. Those bastards.
Esos cerdos me obligaron a librarme de mi gato.
Poor Sir Pouncelot. He hated the deep roads.
Madre mía.
You had a cat named Sir Pouncelot in the deep roads.
He was
Era maravilloso, una bestia noble.
a noble beast.
Madre mía.
Almost got ripped in half by a genlock once. He swatted the bugger on the nose.
Esto es muy de niño chico, esto.
The blighted warden said he made me too soft. I had to give him to a friend in Amaranthine.
¿Qué hacéis aquí?
So you came to Kirkwall just to escape the wardens?
You say that like it's a small thing. Yes. I'm here because there's no warden outpost, no darkspawn, and a whole host of refugees to blend in with. And some reasons of my own.
Motivos personales.
I've always heard that joining the wardens is for life.
That's only partly true. The hopelessly tainted by the darkspawn and plagued by nightmares about the arcane parts don't go away. But it turns out if you hide well, you don't have to wear the uniform or go to the parties.
Quiero tu ayuda.
I'm part of an expedition into the deep roads. Any information you have could save people's lives.
I will die a happy man if I never think about the blighted deep roads again.
Mola el bastón que
You
tiene.
can't imagine what I've come through to get here. I'm not interested. Although, a favor for a favor.
Si me ayudas, yo te ayudo.
Does that sound like a fair deal? You help me, I'll help you.
Sí.
Help my expedition reach the deep roads, and I'll do.
Y ahora lo que me...
whatever
¡Ay,
you
Dios!
You don't ask for my terms. What if I were asking for the Knight Commander's head on a spike?
Is that what you ask?
You decide. I have a warden map of the depths in this area. But there's a price.
No te sale... O sea, no le hemos dicho la zona.
I came to Kirkwall to aid a friend. A mage. A prisoner in the wretched gallows. The Templars learned of my plans to free him. Help me bring him safely past them, and you shall have your maps.
¿Cómo se enteraron los
What do
templarios?
the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know. I had been exchanging notes with Carl through a maidservant in the gallows. Then the letters stopped coming.
A ver. ¿Quién es el mago?
Tell me about your friend.
His name is Carl
Tecla.
He was sent here from Ferelden when Kirkwall's circle required new talent. His last letter said the Knight Commander was turning the circle into a prison. Mages are locked in their cell, refused appearances at court, made tranquil for the slightest
Joder.
crimes. I told him I would come.
¿El círculo una cárcel?
Are these accusations true?
Ask any mage in Kirkwall. Over a dozen were made tranquil just this year. The more people you ask, the worse the rumors become.
A ver. Ayudarlo a huir del círculo.
You want to make your friend an apostate?
That's such a weighted term. Yes, Andraste said magic should serve man, not rule him. But I've yet to find a mage who wants to rule anything. It goes against no will of the Maker for mages to live as free as other men.
Los magos necesitan ser libres.
Forcing mages into servitude is not the way to prevent the rise of another Imperium.
Letting them do as they please is hardly a better path.
That's not usually the response I get. Perhaps we will work together better than I expected.
Bueno, y la última pregunta, ¿cómo se enteraron los templarios?
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know.
Bueno, esto ya lo
I
hemos...
had been then the letters stopped coming.
How do you plan to break him out?
Esta era la otra.
I'm hoping it won't come to that. I sent Carl a message to meet me in the chantry tonight. Make her willing, he'll be there, alone. But if there are Templars with him, I swear I'll free him
Cueste
from
lo que
them,
cueste.
whatever the cost.
Vale. Te ayudaré.
You've convinced me. What's your plan?
I welcome your aid. I have already sent word
Eso
to
ya lo has
Carl to
dicho.
meet me in the chantry tonight. Join us there, and we'll ensure that no matter who is with him, we all walk away free.
Vale, bueno, esta parte de la misión ya la tenemos. Ahora para continuarla tenemos que ir a Alta Ciudad, bueno, a la capilla por la noche. Así que vamos a ir a la misión esta, bodega de la finca de los Amel, para recuperar nuestra vieja, bueno, vieja casa, el pedazo de mansión, porque de vieja no tiene una mierda. Y creo que aquí va a haber guardas a punta pala. Es muy probable. Guarda esclavista. Sí, como hemos dicho antes, bueno, dijimos antes en la misión, ahora es una base de esclavistas. No aguanta el borracho este. Bueno, vamos a ir de paso explorando, que el sitio pequeño no es, precisamente. Asesino esclavista. Vamos, Corky. Va, por ahora no aguantan mucho. Lo cual es bueno para nosotros, muy bueno para nosotros. Retrato de tu madre. Qué mal. La expresión en sí suena muy mal. Retrato de tu madre. Ahí lo lleva, vamos. Toma navajazo en la espalda que te he metido. No duran nada por ahora. Vale, otro fuera. Armadura de cuero. Espada larga rota. Más basura. La inclusión de basura en este juego no le veo yo mucho sentido, pero bueno.
I don't like the looks of them.
Vale. Ya está prácticamente muerto. No dura mucho. Se ha arrinconado en una zona en la que no veo una mierda. Vale. Yelmo de sangre imperial. Llave de la cámara. Máscara del imperio. Y no me he comido ni una trampita porque estaba todo ahí bien explorado.
That's the vault. Everything we want to know about our family is inside.
Y por aquí no se puede ir. Guarda rot, tomar 9. Joder.
This
9
is it.
pavazos.
Grandfather's will. Mother needs to see this as soon as
9
possible.
soberanos, joder.
We'll take it to her right now.
Se lo llevaremos ahora mismo. Vale, lo que más nos interesa de esto son los 9 soberanos. Obviamente. Joder. Y
So
tanto.
I'm just saying, blood's blood and all, but
Se estáis
you are
aprovechando, hijo
taking
de puta.
advantage of my hospitality. It's only fair if you make something of a monthly
Contribución
contribution.
al mes, hijo de
You
puta.
sold my children into servitude. Now you're asking me to pay rent?
Maybe just put something.
¿Qué pata en la boca tienes, Tito?
We found the will. He forgave you, Mother. Grandfather left you everything.
Toma,
Read it.
toma.
I should maybe.
To my
Toma.
daughter Leandra and all children born of her, the estate in Hightown and all associated revenues.
La finca es nuestra.
We have a home, Mother. A
Tenemos
real
una casa,
home.
una de verdad.
He forgave me. Mother forgave me. But, Gamlin, how could you?
You're the one who ran away, Leandra. What happened to love is so much more important than money.
It is!
You didn't even come home for the funeral.
The twins were a week old.
We all have our burdens. Mine was looking after a life you abandoned. How long
Y
was I
encima
supposed to
quiere
wait?
ir de... Tiene cierta razón.
If it wasn't for the blight, would we ever have come back here?
I always thought I would. But I suppose you three are Ferelden to your toes.
Bueno, los dos porque el hermano está muerto.
Sister, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it, but I did. And there's nothing I can do
No
to
puedo
get
hacer
it
nada
back.
para remediarla.
I don't expect that, Gamlin. It's enough to know Mother and Father didn't die angry. I'll petition the Viscount for rights to reclaim the estate. Make a willing, you'll have your house back within weeks.
You don't have the coin or standing to even get an audience with the Viscount. You've got to be someone in this city to live in that house again.
Then I had better get started.
Toma. La madre tiene cojones. No como el mariconazo este. Puto Gamlen, qué asco de pavo. Hijo de puta. Pero hijo de pete. El retrato de la madre no se le puede dar.
When I told your grandmother I was marrying your father, she threatened to disown me. She said my children would be mongrels. My father
Es
wanted
su
to
vida,
love
deja
me,
que la
but she
eche a
told him
perder.
it's her life, let her ruin it. I wrote to her when each of you were born. She never wrote back. I'm glad she didn't die hating me.
Ella nunca te odió.
Grandmother didn't want you to leave. She tried holding on to you the
Ay.
only way she knew.
She would have been so proud of you. You're everything she wanted.
Madre
to be
de
and
nieto de
more.
los Amel.
She might have had a hard time accepting it at first, but she would have loved you, all three of you. Carver. He was such a little boy.
Siempre con las rodillas llenas de
Never had a knee that
magulladuras.
wasn't scraped or trousers without holes.
He was so young. Never got to be the man he wanted.
I just keep thinking there's something we could have done. It's
Hombre,
killing
¿qué íbamos
me.
a hacer con tu ogro,
I
tonta?
remember that awful creature reaching down and 18 years of loving and feeding.
Ah, solo
and
tiene
raising.
18 el hermano.
That was it.
Blame the Darkspawn, not yourself.
The ogre would have been happy with any prey. It was my fault it was Carver. I miss him. There were 4 of us when the blight began. It will never be over while there are just 3. I've written to the Viscount. I've an audience for after Bartran's expedition
Vale.
leaves. I couldn't do anything for Carver, but with luck, I can at least give us.
Si es que volvemos vivos de los caminos de las profundidades.
I've had word from Lothering. They are rebuilding. I don't know if I could ever return.
Vale, a ver, Bethany.
Why don't you go pick up something at the market? You could use some air.
What? Hey!
Hechas. Cosas de mujeres, ¿lo que vamos a hablar o qué?
I can't believe Gamlin stole Mother's entire inheritance. I mean, I can believe it. That's the worst part.
Ujú.
I could never turn against my own sister like that.
No te compares con él.
You're a better person than Gamlin could ever be. Well, hopefully we'll be out of here soon. You know, when we went to look for that will, I thought we were doing it for Mother, for what she lost. I didn't realize how much it would mean to me.
Saber que tienen los abuelos que no me
Grandparents who
odiaban.
didn't hate me.
Sé cómo te
I wish
sientes.
they
Bla,
had
bla,
lived
bla,
long
bla,
enough
bla.
to see us come home.
Home. That's
Me
what
gusta
it
cómo
is, isn't
suena.
it? I like saying that. We're not running away again.
Hemos llegado a casa.
We're coming home.
Investigar. Pareces triste.
Are you unhappy here?
I wish I could do more for Mother. Carver's dead.
Qué
It's
pesados
killing
con
her
el
slowly every
hermano.
day. But maybe if we can reclaim some of what she lost, it will help. I'd do anything to get us back a normal life.
Why did Mother and Father work so hard to keep you from the circle?
Hombre, ya en el círculo, en el de Ferelden no
Mother
hubiese
watched her
pasado
cousin
nada.
lead so many children to the circle.
O bueno, igual
They
habría
sent us
muerto
there.
con lo de Uther y
And then
tal.
one of them became the hero of Ferelden and saved us all. The Maker works in mysterious ways, right?
What do you think Carver would have made of all this?
He would have hated this place. All the
Lo habrían
snowy
arrestado el
nobles.
primer día.
He'd have gotten himself arrested the first day. And he would have wanted in on your deep roads expedition. Anything to make a name for himself. Sometimes I still can't believe he's gone.
Can you imagine if we'd grown up here,
Ser nobles.
been nobility?
Had grandparents who brought us to a liege and
Bueno,
silk dresses
esta
and
no tiene pinta de ser de vestidos.
Father was a good man, but Mother gave up so much for him. Of course, if she hadn't worked up the nerve to elope, she probably wouldn't have been able to resist the Templars either. If we'd been born here, you'd been nothing more to me than a name the Circle kept in my file.
Ahora estamos en casa.
We're going to make this our home, Bethany. I promise you.
I hope so, sister. I'm so very tired
Estoy
of
tan
running.
cansada de huir. Ah. Vale, pues esto aquí, pero todavía hay más. Joder, los gráficos de esos troncos.
I found this when we were at the estate.
Vale,
I
retrato
thought
de
you
la
should have
madre.
it.
Is it? I think this is Mother's betrothal portrait from when she was supposed to marry the Comte. Look! You
Look.
can see the ring.
Pareces emocionada.
You like it?
I love
I
it.
love it.
My whole life, Mother's always been so sad and worried. All because of my cursed magic. I used to wish I had just been taken by the Circle, like our cousins. I could have been the hero
La
of
prima
Ferelden.
Gungnir, sí.
Maybe then Mother would have stopped second-guessing herself. It's nice to have a reminder of a time when she still
Es
knew
muy
how to
épico
feel.
eso. Lo de la prima Gungnir. Madre mía. Una alma generosa. Os pido otro logrete ahí super tonti, pero bueno. Inventario lleno, no he podido. No puedo pillar más. Es que está. Tenemos. Hay mogollón de objetos aquí. Pero bueno, vamos poco a poco. A ver, tenemos a... Papam, papam, papam. El enano, repito, no lo quiero para absolutamente nada. Vale, en casa de Gamlen tenemos correo. Los restos de la hermana Plint. Por la noche tenemos aquí esta misión. Y después de eso ya se nos queda el monte hendido. Vale. Vamos a los restos de la hermana Plint. Luego iremos a algún lado de alta ciudad de día para vender objetos.
Are you safe,
Y tras eso lo dejaremos antes de entrar aquí en la capilla por la noche para la misión de Anders.
You can see what I am. Lie to yourself if you must.
Misiones de estas de devuélvele tal objeto a tal persona hay muchas durante el juego, muchísimas. Bueno, a ver, tenemos objeticos por aquí. Algo que se puedan poner. Esto no. De armaduras tampoco. Mi armadura de pícaro, armadura 82. Coraza de cuero antigua, esta es la que tenemos puesta. Qué feo ese es. Muy feas. Y aquí no puedo ponerme nada más. Esto es todo basura. Sí, es muy... Joder. Es muy fea la máscara de ahora, muy fea. A ver, alta ciudad. Es muy fea, putamente fea la mascarita que tenemos. Pero bueno, ¿qué se le va a hacer? Vamos a ir ahora a cualquier tienda, me da lo mismo. A vender la basura y los objetos que tenemos ahora por aquí. Que hay unos cuantos. ¿Por qué hay una nueva misión aquí?
Like my father before me.
Magistrado Bannard.
You there, Ferelden. I wish to speak with you. You've gained quite a reputation with the Red Iron Mercenary
Vale.
Band. I find myself in need of someone with your special talent.
¿Qué necesitas?
Is there something I can help with?
I am a magistrate in this city, and as such, I wish to hire you for a
Trabajo
small
pequeño
but
pero importante.
important job. A man I sentenced to a life in prison has escaped custody.
Ruinas abandonadas a las
He's been
afueras.
tracked to an abandoned ruin outside the city.
A request that should have been made of the guard.
Why is there such a clamor to catch this man? What has he done?
He's escaped. That's reason enough to catch him.
Is there anything else I need to know?
There is something, yes.
En las ruinas hay
There are
criaturas.
creatures in the ruins. The guards I sent are ill-equipped to deal with such beasts.
¿Qué tipo de criaturas?
Do you know what manner of beasts they are?
I don't know what they look like. I've never seen one myself. The guards say these things have already torn through a full company of
Joder.
men.
It would be easier to seal up the entrance and let the beasts take care of him.
I believe in justice, Ferelden, not unbridled slaughter. I will not let prisoners be eaten just because I don't want to get my hands
Vale.
dirty.
I'm sure if you send in enough men this time, they'd do fine.
No. The more guards who know, the easier it is for this to get out.
Esos hombres son peores que las verduleras.
Like old fishwives.
I'll take the job.
Bring the fugitive in alive, quickly
Rápido y
and
sin hacer
quietly.
ruido.
Not only will you be well paid, you'll have the gratitude of a city magistrate.
Es útil para una
If a
refugiada.
refugee, wouldn't you agree?
Se viene arriba el tonto pollas este. Bueno, aquí ni nada. O sea, ninguna secundaria más, quiero decir. Vamos al mercado. Vendemos y pipim. Y volveremos aquí pero por la noche.
I need a drink.
A ver, vender la chatarra. A ver, pam pam. Vayamos ya 25 mochilas. Mira, de puta madre. O sea, tenemos ya 25... A ver si me sale... 25 soberanos. Bueno, ya 24. No hay nada que vender el pavo este. Mirad siempre aquí porque hay cosas como esta. Que nos pueden venir muy bien. A ver. Algo me dice que va a estar en el... Ah, pues no, mira. Ruinas abandonadas. Vamos allí. Hay 14 círculos de hechiceros en Tedas. Joder. No tiene pinta de grande esto. Lo cual está muy bien. Aunque hay muchos guardas aquí, ninguno... Es muy raro esto.
I've been sent for the man you've cornered here in the ruins.
Ah, so you're
Eh,
the reinforcements the magistrate promised. The man you're looking for, he's holed up in the ruins. Though I doubt he's still in one piece.
That bastard's to be brought in alive after all he's done? Just because it isn't you and your pretty little shemlin children he's after.
¿Qué quiere decir?
Please, calm down and tell me what happened.
The man you're after, he targets elves. He dragged my daughter into those ruins and killed her.
Los quiero ver muertos.
My girl, Leah, she wasn't his first.
Lleva matando a docenas de nuestros niños sin haber hecho pagar sus crímenes.
Would you mind telling me who you are?
My name
El
is
Rey.
I'm a merchant in the city. Please, no one else cares that our children are being slaughtered like beasts.
There must be some humans who would take offense to these disappearances.
We're nothing to them. Even if this murderer does finally go before the courts, the magistrate won't take our word over his.
Why only elves? Why not human children as well?
We're easy prey. No one thinks twice when an elven child disappears.
I'm sorry about your daughter.
Matarse inmediatamente no será de
Murdering this
ayuda.
man outright is no solution.
No, don't you understand? If you take him in, he'll be free again by nightfall.
You've so little faith in the law.
For all my damn coin, I'm still only an elf to these shemlin. There'll be no justice for my girl in the courts of Kirkwall.
¿Qué dicen los hombres?
What do you say about all this?
Yes. What do you have to say?
They won't go in after him. They're stalling, trying to give the murdering bastard a chance to get away.
Oi now, elf. Like we said before, you're bleeding mad if you think we'll be going against the magistrate's orders.
Yo no puedo decidir su suerte.
The magistrates of Kirkwall will pass judgment. Not you or me.
I would like that to be true.
You don't understand how things work for us elves.
No habrá justicia, ya lo verás.
Justice. You'll see.
Bueno. Se entra por aquí. Lo vamos a dejar aquí. Sí. Guardamos. Qué fea es la máscara que llevo ahora. Bueno, continuaremos en el siguiente vídeo. Nos vemos.